All right, guys, I think we are live. Let's see if it comes up. Let's see if we are healthy. Let's see if this stream is not lagging. And if not, we are off to a great start. All right, guys, we are live. Welcome. Please let me know if there is any lag in this video. There might be. I'm still trying to work out some of the technical aspects of the show. I'm messing with a couple of different streaming softwares, including OBS and Streamlabs, and I'm just trying to figure out which one is going to be ended up working best for what I'm trying to do. Overall, I want to bring more people within the community onto the show that can bring value to the show. So if it is, if it is lagging, just let me know, guys, and we're gonna end up ending this video call. So she will just have voice in, but down the line, we will end up getting it so she can, have a visual up in the corner somewhere, and we'll be able to do that, once or twice every other couple weeks or whatever the case is. So Val, how you doing?
Hey, I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. What are your thoughts on BTC? I know we're at a pretty critical point right now. I'm going to display my chart to the viewers real quick. I think right now we're trading inside this channel that is could be very dangerous. We could either get a bounce to the upside, or we could maybe potentially leak out of the bottom of the support. What are you thinking?
That's on a short time frame. Looking at the daily, I'm pretty bearish. Like I said before, I don't like the combination of candles that we have from the price action point of view. I do not expect to go up.
Yeah, and you have been calling that.
The RSI is looking, not good for a push up. So on big time frames, Bitcoin does not look too bullish.
Yeah, and I would have to agree. And people like to go back into the past and look at previous trends, right? And that's something that I try to stay away from, because at any given moment something different can happen. I want to pull up something for my viewers that this was the trend that we were following back in April. And just because we were following a similar trend and we were sitting on support, and from there we ended up going up, does not mean that the same situation is going to happen now. And what he was talking about was basically this trend line here. So he was talking about us riding down the support, having this little support within this channel, and then having this big main support of that wedge on the day chart. And he's claiming that the same exact situation could possibly play out. And Tone Vays being one of the guys that I watch a lot, and it seems to be that he's always bullish. I mean, always bearish, which is fine, but most of the time he's right. He's predicting that we will fall out of this channel, and what I'm looking for as a trader is I'm basically looking for a close outside of this support in order to put another short in. Do you think we have any type of bounce to maybe bounce and stay within this channel that we're in now, or do you think we're going to be breaking out of this channel tonight or within the next couple days?
I would expect to break today.
Just not enough volume.
Well, it's not only that. I told you, the daily combination is not a foolish one. I don't understand why people would want even to trade here. right now. When it's very, very clear that we need to break certain levels to either go short or go long. Right now, any kind of trades are at the highest risk possible.
Yeah.
Why just not wait it out?
And it seems like that's what I mean, that's what you do. I've noticed your trading style, and your trading style is more of waiting it out and letting the patterns develop. And for the new,
well, I do trade I took some trades, but they were short-term trades, right? I did not enter, and I did not get stuck into a trade for days, waiting to catch the bottom or the top.
Right. Now, how have you been making out with your EOS trading?
Very good.
So
EOS is doing great.
I know. So obviously, there's a lot of EOS FUD being spread around right now, and there's a lot of speculation that. But hey, I believe it was 9 o'clock this morning. The blockchain was officially launched. I
have no idea.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it was 9 o'clock this morning, and it really did not have an effect on the price. So for me, looking at it from the outside in, having EOS being added to another leverage account exchange, EOS must feel comfortable about where the price is currently, and it must have I think it's very confident that the price is not going to be dipping anytime soon, because a lot of the times when you see a mainnet launch occur, days later or just even that day, you see a huge dip. So, EOS is something that I'm going to definitely be paying a lot more attention to and trading the volatility, because I know that a lot of the big traders out there, that's one of their #1 coins that they do trade because of the volatility and, the times, how many times it hits supports and resistances, and it seems like that's one of your go-tos as well.
Yes. EOS right now is, in my opinion, one of the coins that give you the best percentage of return of your investment because of its volatility, because of its volume, and but again, it is also caught in a channel. And I would be very, very careful longing here.
Longing EOS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a good idea.
And I think we cut out. So Val, what we're gonna do is we're gonna end this live video chat, and let's go into the chat like we did last time, and we will continue this conversation.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. I know that there's a lot of lag going on, but again, what I'm trying to do right now is basically I'm testing a few different options with my streaming devices, and I want to be able to get the best ones available. And for right now, in order to get people involved in the stream, it's gonna take a little bit of work. So it's just gonna kind of be a test run error here. See if we can get Val back on. So in my opinion, guys, I mean, we are in a situation where, we are riding on this support here, and one or two things could happen. We could get a bounce to the upside and touch this 200 EMA, because the 55 and the 15 are very close to each other right now. There's about to be a crossover, and it looks like it's about to be to the downside. And we keep getting pushed up from these supports. So I just, this looks like a bear flag to me, way too much. It's almost scary on how much this, you know, is compared to a bear flag. I mean, you can't really, unless we, you know, and guys, even if we do get a pump up to 8,000, that would still be a valid bear flag as long as we stay within this channel. Yeah, it looks like we lost Val. But that's my outlook on BTC. I think, you know, we've been trying, and like she said, there's been less and less volume coming into the market right now. And in order for us to see this reversal, we need to see new money coming in. And it's just not going to happen until we get to those lower price ranges. We do have some support at the 71.52 area. RSI is not too bad. We're sitting at about, what, 47 at the RSI levels. You know, not too bad. We're not overextended. We're pretty much sitting right in the middle. And it's a crucial point right now because, you know, a drop and a close out of this, you know, out of this channel here. Let's see here. Join call. Hello? All right, cool. So, yeah, basically what I was saying, and I was looking at the chart that, you know, I don't think a close and a break out of this channel would necessarily mean that we would be retesting those, you know, $6,500, $6,400 levels again. I think it would just simply decide whether or not we're going to end up staying at that $7,200 area or even just break through that as well.
Yes, it can very easily just be a fake out, you know, break, or it is extremely hard to predict long term what Bitcoin will do. At this point, I find it most intelligent to take it day by day.
Right, and that's what you know we really try to do is we take it day by day, and we trade based on what is happening that day in the market. Because, you know, a break outside of this channel would simply mean it would definitely be a great opportunity to short at least down to that 71, you know, 50 area, 71.60 area, and you'd be able to gain a little bit of profit. But what I would suggest to my viewers and to everybody else watching is to maybe close your short once we do hit that support, because, you know, that support could hold us. Even if we break out of this channel that we're trading in now and we hit this support, that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to break through it. Right now, we are simply just trading in a channel that looks eerily similar to a bear flag. And I know you've seen the tweet I put up, Val. I mean, would you agree with that?
Yes, and there is a big difference between this bear flag and the April one, you know, action, where people are saying this is like pretty much the same. I don't see those big similarities right now.
No, I can't either. And I'm actually going back to April right now. Let's see. Let's get back to the April bear flag. And it is just, there's nothing, the April bear flag is almost not even a bear flag. It's kind of, there's nothing that I can call a bear flag about that.
No, the April action looks completely different from this, you know, action here. I don't see why people, you know, are trying to find so many similarities.
And that's what it is. They're trying to look for patterns that aren't there, because yeah. and it's simply because they want. And listen, I completely understand it, because a lot of people that are new to trading, they're not aware of the opportunities that you can create making money on the other side of the spectrum on shorting the market. You know, a lot of new investors that are in the market, you know, they have a very, very biased opinion to the upside, because they're probably holding a lot of Bitcoin that they bought at a high price and they don't want it to go any lower. So they're going to say, yeah, okay, you know, this is, this looks, they're looking for patterns that just aren't there. And, you know, that, and when they're able to kind of get out of that habit of doing that and actually looking for patterns that are actually existent, that's what I think, you know, the overall trading will just get better on their end. But I mean, it's an apparent bear flag. There's nothing bullish about what's going on right now. I would not expect this thing to, you know, do anything more than take a dip. I mean, you know, we're struggling even on the 24-hour chart. We are now trading below the 15 EMA, which we were currently trading above, and now we're just having, you know, that's just another resistance that we have to get by. And I just, you know, sitting at 76.20.
People should stop being so biased and you know, judge the Bitcoin action by their desires, you know, or expectations, or whatever. They should just look at it extremely cold and see exactly what is going on.
Exactly. And now I'm going to pull up that bear flag pattern.
In my opinion, these two candles, this combination here on daily, I'm sorry to interrupt you, it's kind of lethal. I don't see anything bullish there.
No.
Okay, everybody's expecting like a big green candle that will take us to, I don't know, 9,000, like one. Okay, I don't see that happening.
No. And I totally agree. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pull up a chart, right? Let's pull up this, and I just want to show my viewers exactly what a valid flag is, so they could be prepared. Let's see.
You're going to scare everybody.
Hey, it happens. It happens. Where is that? Yeah, I was going to try to pull them side by side, but we'll just look at it right here. So this is basically the pattern that I was looking at.
Yeah.
So you have this initial downfall, and you have this little run up here, and it happens with every single bear flag pattern. Now you have to understand that there's a lot more to bear flag patterns than just a leg down, consolidation, and then another leg down. There is proportionary, you know, it does, a lot of things do have to align for bear flag pattern to occur. And I remember that when we were falling down from all the way when we reached up to the 60, all the way when we reached up to the 11.5 area, and we fell all the way down to 65, I was able to short basically that entire time because I was looking at lower time frame charts. And I noticed that with lower time frame charts, the bear flag patterns were actually forming more and more valid. But to see a bear flag form on the day chart, that is what is really worrying me. I mean, because you don't see that a lot. And let's go back. I mean, you know, you've seen it here. We see a similar pattern here, and, you know, followed by that pattern is a very, very big drop. You know, and we're occur, you know,
the
that
length of the entire length, you know.
So would you agree that we could? I mean, the potential of getting up to 8150, you know, the high 8100s are still on the table, and it would still validate this bear flag, because if we start from the top here, I mean, this could potentially still run up to the 8000 area and still be a complete bear flag with a bigger and more devastating drop, in my opinion.
Yes, it could go very easy higher, let's say, you know, but again, the daily candles do not, you know, allow me to think that. Okay, let's see how today daily closes, and then maybe we can, you know, rethink it.
Yeah.
Because it could go from a bear flag, which is like right now, to the other construction, to a bear pennant with a wider opening, let's say, you know.
Yeah.
It can change, but it doesn't mean it will still not break at one point.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that's very interesting that you say that. So we have about 4 hours left in this day candle. What I would be looking for here, if you are going long, or if you're going short, or if you're just looking to get into a position to without any leverage at all or anything like that, is I would wait for a close above this 15 EMA. This 15 EMA is very, very important right now, and if we can get a little bit of volume coming into the market, and we can get, you know, a close above 76.70 for the day with 3 hours left, then I would say maybe the possibility of jumping up to the 15 or in between somewhere, or at least to the top of this channel to the 7,900 area would be valid. But I don't think, you know, with 3 hours left, 4 hours left in the day, we're going to get that much volume coming in, because I'm just not seeing it. And the volume that is coming in is sell volume. You know, nobody's buying right now. Nobody's buying, and that is just my opinion. And again, I'm not trying to be biased on the short side, but I'm just trying to be realistic about the situation that's happening right now. And I want people to be able to protect their money and not jump into something blindfolded and end up losing all their money, because that is something that you know.
I mean, the smart thing to do right now would be to wait for the price, for example, to cross the 50 moving average on the daily.
Absolutely.
And enter on the retest. How hard can that be?
Exactly. So, and you could even enter a long, right? If we do get a close above that 15 EMA, you could even enter a long or purchase or whatever, get back in your position on BTC and see if it does ride back up to the top of this channel. And then what I would do is I would sell at the top of this channel, because there's no guarantee that we're going to break through it. You have to play conservative. You cannot you cannot hope, you cannot buy and say, okay, this is a buy signal here, and then hold it and not sell at the top. I mean, you could dollar cost your way out of it if you want to take the chance of this possibly breaking to the upside, but you can replay it after. You can, if it does break out of this channel, you can simply just reposition yourself, instead of, you know, instead of not taking profits when the profits were available.
Yes, yes, exactly. This is what I was saying, that people need to have patience. Okay, in trading, you cannot, I don't know, just trade every move at every dollar at every second, etc. People need to have patience and wait for some kind of confirmations, for some kind of support to form or resistances. I think a lot of people don't know how to trade actually, and they are just trying their luck, and sometimes they are lucky and sometimes they are not.
So that's funny that you say that, because when I first got into trading, I got lucky. And all my viewers know that. All my viewers that I've told this story over and over, I was the one that got into Ripple at 50 cents and I sold at you know, $2. And back then I didn't know, you know, I didn't know what I was doing. I put a lot of money into something that I had no idea what it was, and I was the one. I was one of the few that got lucky and talked to one of my mentors and ended up selling at somewhere near the top of where XRP got to, and I was able to take that profit and put it into different areas, and then I really started learning on what the game was all about. So let's switch it up real quick. You started getting into the TD sequential chart, correct?
Yes.
Now, on the daily, we're starting to get a red one forming below a green one.
Yes.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, that is a strong indication that when we see these red ones occurring, it is usually often followed by a red 2 that is closed below the red 1.
Exactly.
So
we had our sell signal, you know, at the red 9 there, let's say, you know.
Right here, yep.
Yes. So basically, yes, the red 1 is closing, you know, before previously to the candle before it. So there will be the red 2, like I was saying. This is what I'm expecting, for it to break that support.
Right. So you're saying in order for it to break that support, then you're looking for a red 2 to close below the red 1. Is that what you said? I'm sorry.
Yes.
You kind of broke up.
I'm pretty confident it's going to break it.
Yeah.
Let's say. But yes, to play it safe, I don't because I don't do intra, day, let's say, plays, but kind of 12 hours maximum trades. I don't look and wait for dailies necessarily. With dailies, I check the trend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yes, I look on shorter time frames as well. The thing is, I'm expecting to see 7,300 area on Bitcoin, I don't know, tomorrow or on Monday, the latest. This is my opinion based on the indicators that I see.
Right.
Some bearish divergence on the RSI, all this TD specials, and the stochastic event, which is extremely high, and it crossed already. This is just my opinion. Right,
and of course, and everybody, as you know, I've said it many a times, and I have to say this for legal issues, and it's not just because every other YouTuber is saying it, but in no way are we, both of us, are we financial advisors. This is simply just for entertainment. This is simply for entertainment purposes only. Do not ever trade based on what we're saying. We're simply just taking a look at the chart and giving you our opinion based on what the chart is doing and what we are seeing at the moment. You want to take a look at the EOS chart real quick?
Sure. I have it here.
So I'm gonna turn off this TD sequential. Are you looking at the daily, or what time frame are you looking at?
Yeah, I had 12 hours on, but let me switch to daily.
We'll go to 12.
Yeah.
We'll go to 12.
Well, 12 daily, they don't look, there is not much difference, let's say.
Yeah. So what are you seeing right now? I got the 12-hour pulled up, and for everybody watching, what are you seeing with EOS, and what are you expecting with EOS? I mean, obviously, if BTC takes a drop, I would probably assume that EOS is going to follow with it, correct? I mean, or do you think EOS could be one of those coins? Because sometimes when BTC does drop, we do get those one or two coins that do move the opposite. But what do you?
EOS right now is not having a negative beta, right?
Right.
With Bitcoin, they move together. So I expect EOS to fall if Bitcoin falls, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So
and I would be targeting, a region between $12 and $12.5. Maybe lower. It really depends how bad Bitcoin situation will be.
Right.
Okay. But we could go as low as maybe $10.6. But that's like extreme. Let's not talk about it.
So are you basing that $10.6 on the previous fall at the support level here, right near the 200 EMA?
Well, yes, I'm basing it on two paths, exactly.
Right.
The previous support that would create a double bottom, and the 200 moving average that would support it. Yes.
Which would be, I mean, listen, and people also have to understand as well that, in situations like this, it's not always a bad thing that this is happening. right? These are situations where you're able to strengthen your position or even gain BTC value by tethering your positions and get in at these coins that you wish you would have gotten into at these lower price points at this time now, because when a drop does occur, everything does get cheaper, and you're able to get into these prices and take advantage. Because the last time we saw this dip and BTC went down to 6,400, myself, including a couple of others within the group, were able to grab a lot of projects at a very good price, and we were able to capitalize and run them all the way to the top of where they are now, and we made really good money doing that. So the way I'm looking at it is, this is opportunity.
Yes, exactly. It's not the end of the world.
Exactly. Because I feel like that happens a lot in the crypto community area. I feel like one day everybody's bullish, and the next day everybody's about to jump off of a cliff.
I feel the sentiment changes every 4 hours.
Exactly.
With every 4-hour candle close, the sentiment changes.
Great. That's great. That is great. And you're totally right, because that's how it is. And I remember just I think it was a couple days ago when we almost hit that $8,000 mark, and we ended up having that big fall back down to 7. When it was at 8, everybody thought we were going to 11, and we were going to kick down that door, and we were But when it fell back down, everybody started saying, "All right, I'm selling all my positions. Bitcoin's a scam." So it's really, it's tough. And I understand why the price fluctuates so much, is because it really is weeding out the weak hands and shaking out the weak hands of the market. And that is basically what's happening.
Well, you learn that in time, it's really complicated to easily predict the Bitcoin movements. This is why I'm saying it's best to play safe, like put some, stop losses. Or use all those features that you have on the exchange to either take your profit or cut your losses. But doing nothing and hoping things will get better and recover, well, they might, but they might recover in 1 year, 2 years, 6 months. I don't know. Not everybody got into crypto with the intent of investing for the next 10 years. Never, capitalizing on your gains and just waiting that they will become millionaires, in the next 50 years. I doubt that,
right. Where do you see the price of Bitcoin in the next year? It's hard to answer that question, I know. Let's give a little bit more of a broad question. How about, let me ask you this question. Do you think that we have potential within the next 2 years, by let's say the end of 2019, to get back up to those $20,000 to $25,000 areas?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. We gotta. Well, so it's a 1 day at a time. That's how we'll go with that.
Yes. I'm not sure about the 20,000. I don't know. Everybody is expecting that institutional money will come in and they will buy, and everything will be, very nice. Well, I just, let's play it safe. This is my general advice for everybody. Maybe it can go above 20,000. Maybe it can go to 50,000. It's not impossible, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So the thing that I just want to get the point across is that I don't really think it matters, and for everybody who is at least an investor or a day trader, the price shouldn't matter. The volatility, I think, is the most important, and as a day trader, playing off these resistances and these supports is probably your best bet. And if you want to invest into these lower cap market coins that have potential to maybe be something in the next couple of years, I think that would be your best bet. But as far as hoping that BTC gets back up to $25,000 to $30,000, I think it's something that you shouldn't even be thinking about right now. You know, I wouldn't be investing into Bitcoin hoping that the price is going to get back up there, because honestly, you just really never know. And we have no idea why the price even went up to 20,000 from 1,500 in how long? 6 months. So, I mean, anything could happen in this market, and you do have to take it day by day. And I think that's the most important thing.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. You should not base your trading or investing strategy on luck. You should, you know, base it on research, on some strong, you know, companies that inspire confidence, but not on pure luck.
Right. All right. So, anything else that you're looking at today? Anything that's jumping out at you? I know that I had told you Huobi is now allowing some leverage trading on their, margin trading on their platform. So I am now shorting TRX all the way back down to 2 cents, 3 cents, where I think it belongs. And hopefully I'm right about that. So I loaded up on that, and let's see TRX get back down to 3 cents. That's what I'm hoping for. And for everybody watching too, go Huobi exchange is very it's very low risk. You don't have to use much leverage. You base it on what's in your account, and what's great about Huobi exchange is that you don't have to do that initial investment of $10,000 like Bitfinex. You know, if you guys have seen, you know, if you guys saw the last show that me and Val did together, we were talking about how I was this close to putting and funding my Bitfinex page, and the next day the exchange went down for a couple hours. So you know, that's a lot of money that you have to invest into an exchange at once, not knowing where that's going to go. So I thought it was cool, and I think Huobi just started doing margin trading just about a week ago, if not even sooner. So definitely go check out that, guys. And there's a lot of people in the chat. Do you guys have any questions for Val before we end this? And again, guys, listen, this is, you know, I'm working with a lot of different software setups right now in order to get this really as smooth as possible. Matej, do you have any questions for Val? Let's take a look at Crypto Slate really quick. We'll take a look at the market cap overall. Let you guys answer that question. If not, then we will continue on, and I'll probably be back tonight with another Cryptly, with another nightly update. Let's see here. So yeah, we're seeing a lot of red today. There's not really much to talk about. Like I said, you know, I usually, guys, I don't like doing streams when there's nothing to talk about. It's very repetitive. It's very just boring to me. That's why, you know, in the next week or two, I cannot wait to announce what we have going on, and the new setup that we are working on, in the team that we are building. I'm very excited to announce that. Just everything's not put in place yet, and the studio and the area in the studio is not set up yet as well. So we are waiting for all that to occur before I actually announce what is happening. But just to come on here and just kind of pretty much say whatever everybody else is saying, it gets boring. I mean, everything's down, guys. Bitcoin's at a support. It could break, it could not. Just be careful with your trades, and that's about it. Looks like nobody has any questions. Val, thank you very much for coming on, and I will definitely talk to you next week.
Thank you very much for having me, and talk to you soon.
All right, Val, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. So there she is. There's Val Coins. You can go find her on Twitter, at Val Coins on Twitter. She puts out great content, guys, that's very valuable, and you can really learn a lot from her style of trading. She does only do margin trading, which you can reach out to her, and you know, if you ever have any questions, I mean, I'm sure she'll get right back to you. She's really good with that. You know, but that's about it. Again, I think I'm going to cut these streams down a little bit, guys, because, you know, I'm just noticing that every single YouTuber that comes out and talks about cryptocurrency, it's boring, man. It's just repetitive. Thank you, Mindeep. Thank you very much, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate the support very much. All my supporters, guys. Listen, it's been 11 days and we have over 55 subscribers in a bear market. That's amazing. And I cannot even express enough how thankful I am of you guys finding value in my content. And, you know, I like to think that we did that, you know, together as a team. You know, there wasn't, you know, and it's great. And it's great that you guys continue to watch in a bear market. I can't wait for the bull market to happen. Where is Val video? I'm not sure. What does that mean? Did you have a question for Val? Because if you did, I can get her back on. If not, you can reach out to her. Yes, yes. Once this stream is over, you can rewind to the beginning. She was on for the entire stream. But the next stream that she does come on, I will have her up in the corner so you guys can see both of us. But again, you know, I'm going to cut down the streams a lot, guys, because I do have something coming out in the next couple of weeks that is going to switch up things a little bit. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mandeep. I appreciate it. Let me scroll down here because I can't see the rest of your comments. Okay, good. All right, guys, listen, we're going to wrap that up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that thumbs down button. Do whatever you want to do. We don't really care what you do in this channel. We are here just to provide news, entertainment, and just to let you guys know what the market is doing at this, you know, at the moment. You know, I'll come on and let you guys know if I see a shit project that, you know, everybody should stay away from, and I'll also let you guys know, you know, we're going to call out the bullshit, and you know, that's what we're going to start doing from now on. And there's a lot of bullshit that I'm going to call out, trust me. So thank you guys for joining. I will see you guys in the next one. I'm probably not going to go live tonight unless we get some breaking news about something. Maybe if BTC drops down to 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, maybe I'll jump on. But for now, what else are we going to talk about, guys, that you can't read in the news or you can't see by yourself? If you guys have any questions at all, reach out to any one of my social media platforms. You guys can DM me. You guys can message me. You guys can reach out to me. Jump into Dynamic Trading Discord. It's one of the hottest Discords in cryptocurrency right now. We've constantly got about 10, 15 to 20 live traders in there at all times that that, you know, are always there to help you know, new people in the market and give you guys as much help and guidance through these bear times, through these bear markets. And just imagine, if you're learning this much in a bear market, just imagine what's going to happen in a bull market. And I try to express that to all my viewers. We're in a shitty situation right now, right? I mean, not a shitty situation. We're just dropping. BTC's in a situation where we're either going to go up or down right now, right? We have us riding the support. Let's get back to the XBT chart. And I always do this. I always try to wrap it up, and then I end up getting sidetracked. And I start talking about something else. But I got a lot to say. And I feel like sometimes I try to hold it back, but why hold it back? You know what I'm saying? So guys, this could very well be a good opportunity to maybe go on a long position if we can get a close over this EMA. Mandeep, thank you very much, man. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. So, what are we going on? 44 minutes. That is it, guys. The next video that we make with Val, she will be in the video. You know, it's cool having her audio, but I want you guys to see her as well as you see me. I'm just working on the software in order to do that. So we have another guest coming on as well. I think it's tomorrow, which is Saturday. Monday, we have another guest coming on that all of you should probably know. If you're in the crypto community space, you will know him. He is coming on Monday, and that's about it. We got a lot of stuff coming out, guys. So enjoy. If you have any questions, reach out, and just be safe. I think things are gonna start getting a little ugly soon. And get your shorts on. All right, get your shorts on, jump in that short pool, and make some money. I will talk to you guys soon. Signing out. If you have any questions, you know where to find me.